Hello, this is Kate Spencer. I am the author of the 12 Lessons book series and also the founder of the life-changing membership Life and Soul Academy. I will put the links in the comments. We are now on December the 9th and we are in Mercury Retrograde, and this is the 7th time that I've tried to record this short video today. So yes, I feel your pain if you're having communication, transport or technology issues. And even if I fluff anything in this video, I'm going to keep going now because I'm running out of time to get it done. So that's my little disclaimer. Please make sure that you subscribe, please hit the bell and please leave me a comment. It means such a lot and it really helps me. Okay, so the first card is obstacles and challenges. I've definitely felt this today. This is a card that I consider to be life happening. So when this comes out in a reading, sometimes people will gasp. It's life happening, and this happens all of the time to all of us. It's also about not catastrophizing, and when you get to a break in your path or stuff or a drama or something happening, it's about not standing on the edge there and looking down at that big scary ravine and thinking about what could go wrong. So it's a card that says, yes, stuff happens, stuff goes wrong, but it's about how you look at it that matters. So if you've got stuff going on in your life, instead of looking at what could go wrong, focus on what's ahead instead. Keep walking, keep stepping over any gaps and send your focus and attention to the outcome that you want. So it's saying in real terms in our human life, don't engage in any drama, don't pour fuel onto a fire. Make sure you choose where you're putting your attention and your focus. And if stuff is happening that you're not super happy with, instead of getting caught up in that, start to focus instead of how you could send in a vibration, a frequency, a thought or an intention of a better outcome for you and anyone else concerned. Okay, second card. Discontent and boredom. There are some similarities here because the man in this picture, if you look, he's looking down into this dark corner. Whereas if he turned his head, he could see this castle, the beautiful rolling hills, the blue sky, which to me is always about possibility. And it could be very, very different, but he's choosing instead to focus on feeling stuck, feeling bored, feeling discontent. And it's a card that reminds us of where we put our energy. So where you focus your energy, that's what you're going to create. So if you're stuck, if you're feeling fed up, if you're feeling bored, if you're feeling restless, discontent, any of those low vibration and negative feelings, then you're going to attract more of that in. And of course, this is a tricky thing to do when you're in human form, because part of your ego is probably saying now, but that's the reality, that's how I feel, of course I'm going to focus on that. If you can even just imagine what it's going to be like to not feel like that, even just imagining or visualizing a shift or a change is going to start to send your energy in a different direction, and it's going to open up possibility for change. Remember 12 lessons, and lesson 1 is be open to possibility. And if you haven't read it, then it's important to understand that lesson first, and that's why I've seeded it in first in the book, because until you are open to possibility and the character goes on a journey that means that she's got to be open to possibility, you can't create change. So that's why it's really important. And shifting your attention, your focus, means that you're opening your vibration up to a load of different stuff coming in rather than being stuck in the dark. So if you are feeling stuck, bored, discontent, think about what life might look like if it was different. Allow yourself to lean into that, to daydream about it, to think about it, because the more you do, the more you're sending your thoughts in that direction. Thoughts create feelings, feelings create energy, energy creates its vibration and creates matches from the universe, and that's how law of attraction works, and it all starts with that. The next card, card 3, is solar plexus chakra. If you know about chakras, this is at the bottom of your rib cage. Guess what? Where your solar plexus is, shock horror. It's about worthiness, it's about confidence, And it's about identity as well and self-esteem. So usually when this card comes out in a reading, it's because your confidence has had a knock or because you don't feel worthy of something. So let me tell you that you absolutely are worthy. And as I'm saying that, I feel like a lot of us need to get into that energy of allowing the good stuff to come in. And that's often a missing piece of law of attraction and manifesting what you want. That we ask for it, we line up for it, we send our thoughts and our attention to it, we lean into what it's going to feel like when it happens, and then for some reason we don't allow it in. And often that allowing in is because, the not allowing in rather, is because we don't feel worthy. And when we are lacking in worthiness, it's usually because there are old wounds from the past that are creating self-sabotage. Maybe situations where we feel we failed, perhaps a past relationship where someone's programmed us to feel like we're not good enough. Maybe there's stuff from our childhood. It could be anything, but whilst you're carrying those wounds of unworthiness, that is going to create resistance to the good stuff coming in. So Mercury retrograde is a great time for introspection, for journaling, for getting right into your heart and doing some personal excavation about what it might be that could be stopping you from creating the life that you love. And I would start with those old wounds. If you resonate with this card, if you pick this card, or if you resonate with this reading, or even if you're here, because my intention was that the right people would say this at the right time. Okay, so the next card, recognition and reward. It's time to pat yourself on the back for all that you have achieved and all of the good stuff that you've manifested in your life. And I do feel for many of us that's been against the odds. Ain't that just the human journey though? But it's okay for you to step into the light and to give yourself a pat on the back. And so often we shy away from this when we are on a spiritual journey because we think it's ego. This card is saying no, it's not ego. It's okay for you to claim those successes, to cheer yourself on and be proud of what you have achieved. And the last card, card 5, is Universe, which is fitting because this is about endings. So in a Rider-Waite deck, this is the World, and it talks about things coming to completion. So there might be something in your life that is coming to completion, that is tying up. And of course, we are approaching the end of the year, so this would feel right for all of us in some way. It's also about new beginnings as well, because as things come together and complete and doors close, other doors open too. So it might be a literal completing for you, or it might be coming to the end of the cycle of the year. But know that it is okay for things to complete, and they have to in order for new things to come in. So don't hang on to stuff if it feels like it's time to let it go. And if there is anything you can do to support a completion, whether it's finish a project, perhaps you're moving house, maybe you're starting a business, whatever it is that you're finishing in order to begin something, if there are action steps that you need to take towards that, then take this as a sign to get those things done. So I hope that helps you in Mercury retrograde, and I hope you're okay out there. Please like, subscribe, comment. It helps me loads, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.